Hey guys, I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I've had a lot of stuff going on. I now have 2 jobs that I work, and now there's a little baby in this house, so it's been a little hectic, a little crazy. So I wanted to make this video a few weeks ago, but I kind of got a little sidetracked. Sorry, I wanted to look at the camera. Anyways, so in case you guys don't know, October 11th was National Coming Out Day. So I thought I would bore you guys with my story of how I came out. When I was younger, I never had typical young girl crushes like Brad Pitt or Justin Timberlake, because at that time NSYNC was really popular and it was always Justin Timberlake. So, or Jesse McCartney. I don't know why, but he was really big too. Like I said, I never had crushes on them. I always had crushes on, one of my first crushes that I can remember is Amy Jo Johnson from Power Rangers. I had boyfriends when I was younger, but they never lasted long. They lasted maybe 2 months at the most, and it didn't feel right. It felt very unnatural, and I was very uncomfortable around them. Not around guys, just if I was in a relationship with a guy and I was with them, it was very uncomfortable, and I didn't like it at all. It felt wrong. It felt unnatural for me. It wasn't until a couple years later that I started dating my first girlfriend, and it wasn't until after I was with her that I came out. But I didn't come out completely. Originally, this is what most people do, especially young girls. They don't come out full as lesbian. If they are, they come out first as bisexual, which is what I did, because when you're 14, even if you are a lesbian, you're not gonna really. There's still always that thing in the back of your mind, especially if you're like me and you were raised by a very Christian family. So you kind of always have that thing in the back of your head saying, well, maybe it's just a phase, maybe you'll grow out of it. So you don't want to kind of freak everyone out. Or you'll say you're bi-curious, which I never did. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. I don't remember. What happened was, I went to a Christian school my whole life. My first years of high school, I went to a different Christian school, and I hated it. The school was horrible. I was bullied. It was awful. It was the worst 2 years of my life, and it was a very low point, which is sad because I was only like 15 at that time, and to say that was the lowest point is saying something when you're that young. I was actually telling a friend of mine there how I was feeling, and she went and told the teacher, who then told the principal, who then informed my parents. So, and all this happened without me knowing it. It wasn't until I got called to the principal's office when she started interrogating me. And then my parents had to come and pretty much back me up so I would not get kicked out, because I was really close to being kicked out of that school for even suggesting this. And I wasn't too worried about my mom. I was worried about it, but it was my dad that really scared me, because he was raised very Catholic. He doesn't like tattoos. He was not happy I even got a tattoo. He's just, all this is not cool with him at all. And he's very open about that. He's not gonna hide it. I had my phone taken away, my computer, my car keys, outside privileges. I wasn't allowed outside the house unless my mom or my dad was with me. Even to church. I was not allowed to go to church because the girl I was dating, she went to that church, and I actually met her through the church. So that's when I came out as bi, and so it kind of faded away. Didn't talk about it. Got forgotten about until I went to college when I was 17. And that's when I met a girl who I would end up getting engaged to. And I felt safer coming out as full lesbian at that time, because I was away. I was about 6 hours away at a college. I wasn't living with my parents. My parents were actually divorced at that time, so I was not living with my mom or my dad. I was living on my own. I felt like an adult, even though I was only 17. Um, so I felt really safe doing that. And when I say it backfired, I mean my mom, she was okay with it. My dad still didn't know, because pretty much the only people that knew were people I was friends with on Facebook, because that's where, the whole relationship crap was going on. And it was another family member that messaged me and said I was no longer, they pretty much disowned me and said I was a disgrace and I was an embarrassment, and how that person is ashamed to be related to me. It hurt, but at the same time I was like, you know what, I can't worry myself with that. And yeah, it hurts, but it's their loss. This person has since rethought, and now they're very much okay with it. In fact, this is someone I go to very much for when I'm venting about a girl, or see someone I like, or have those feelings again. My dad still didn't know. He is my friend on Facebook now. He did get a Facebook, and it says interested in women. So I mean, I'm not hiding anything from him. I'm going to reiterate this again. I am a Christian. Always been a Christian. I will continue to always be a Christian. And I had gotten an argument with someone about this, or not argument, discussion in my sociology class in college, saying that it was a sin. It was sin to be gay, which I think is ridiculous. And I had some other people in this class who were bi or understood what I meant, and that was, when you're raised very religious and you start to realize that you're gay, you start to pray very, very much. And y'all can probably back me up on this if this has happened to you. You start to pray very hard and a lot, that you're not. Like, dear God, please take these thoughts away from me. Don't let me be like this. Make me normal. I don't want to be gay. I want to be normal. Sorry if I'm whispering. People are asleep in this house. And they never left. It's like they got stronger. And when you go years with that prayer, you kind of just, it's hard because you start to hate yourself, and then you gotta accept yourself. And God, it's so great when you do. Like, hi, come here. You want to come say hi? Yes. She just got a bath today. She did. I can't describe to you. If you're hiding this, the struggle and the fear and anxiety that comes with it. And it usually always happens when you're young, when you're in your early teens. You're already socially awkward at that age, and this doesn't help at all. You already feel very awkward. You don't feel comfortable with yourself, even if you were straight. And so just to add this, you become a social pariah almost if you were raised like I was. And I'm not bashing people for their beliefs. Believe what you want. My whole thing is respect. Because you believe it's a sin. Because I don't. You don't need to drill it into my head that I'm wrong. That's not going to get you anywhere. In fact, that's going to hurt your cause a lot, because it's just going to show me how immature and disrespectful you are. And that's not going to want to make me listen to you. I did not have, I don't know if I said this before, I did not have anyone I knew who was gay to go to and talk to. I had some friends who were like bi or whatever, but they were like 13 or 14. They were like my age. That can be another scary thing, is because you think you're alone. And so coming out can be a very, very, very scary thing to do. Very scary, very awkward, very nerve-wracking. I used to think, if I don't come out, life will be fine. I just won't date. No, that's like the least of your worries. Don't feel pressured into it, because if you do, that's going to end badly. Be prepared for questions, because your parents are going to have questions for you, and you need to reassure them, because this is how 90% of parents are. Reassure them that it was nothing they did and that this isn't a bad thing. It can be very hard, and it's a life-altering experience. I'm sorry, it's 9:30 at night. I'm trying to go to bed. It's a life-altering decision. So, and I don't want you guys to ever feel like you are alone, because you're not. And kind of ironic that this song is playing No One Is Alone from Into the Woods. Great Broadway show, by the way. Bernadette Peters. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry. I care about you guys a lot. I said in another video that I don't know you guys, but I love you guys, because everybody's important. Everybody has their place in this world. Life's too hard to be negative and to bash people for their beliefs or to be negative all the time, and it's not worth it. It's not healthy, because it will start to rot you. You will start to rot from all the negativity and stuff, and you reap what you sow. If you're getting negative to people, it's just going to come right back at you, and karma's a bitch. So just for those of you who are not gay but know someone who is, who has not come out, be supportive. Don't go blabbing this to other people. This is not their business. If that person has come to you in confidence, sharing their beliefs, venting to you about how they're feeling, don't go and tell other people. Don't be a gossip. This is another thing I kind of have an issue with, is people thinking that just because you're gay means that you like every girl that you see, which is furthest from the truth. That would be like a straight girl saying every guy she saw she wanted. Not true. Same with guys. Well, maybe, I don't know. It's not true. And so I've had friends when I told them, they're like, I'm straight. And I'm like, I know that, right? You know that. Okay. Sorry guys, this video is making me laugh hardcore, because it's making me think of all this stupid shit I've had people say to me. Stupid shit you say to a lesbian. Look out for that. Sorry, again, it's like almost 10 o'clock at night, and I've been up since 6:30, and I have to work tomorrow. But yeah, it was National Coming Out Day, and if you guys did come out, or if you guys know about it, or if you have come out, or if you want to, share it with me. I love hearing these stories, because there's so much negativity in the media about this kind of stuff, about suicide and people killing each other over this, and hate crimes, and just so it's great to hear success stories. And gay marriage was legalized in the country, and that was a great day for me. It was a great day for me, because my state, it was not legalized up until that point. I live in North Carolina. I had a lot of people on my Facebook that day saying that, oh my God, America's going to hell. What is going to happen next? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you realize this isn't a bad thing. It's love. It's marriage. Get over it. It's not affecting you. Ugh. It pulls my face. I just don't get it. Happy National Coming Out Day, guys. I hope my stupid little rant, has aided you in some way or another. If anything, entertained and gotten a laugh or two. Probably not, because I'm not that funny. Anyways, as people are screaming, that's what happens when you listen to Phantom of the Opera. People going, oh, behind you. And you guys message me and kind of gets me excited. I love hearing these kind of stories and stuff. So, I love you guys. And I hope, if you're watching this at night, that you guys sleep well, because I gotta go take a shower and then go to bed, because I'm very sleepy. So,